Welcome back to Solo Marvel Champion, and happy Halloween. Today I'm playing Captain Marvel in a Justice Confused deck against Vampire using my Legacy system, which you can download from the description. These are all print and play cards. You can print them off. I sleeved them, and it also comes with rules for playing. The rules say choose a unique minion and set it aside. I'm already breaking that rule because Vampire is not unique. But I've set him aside. The remainder of the mod set is made up of, or the encounter deck is made up of the remainder of this mod set. So Horror, Standard, and I'm also playing on Expert, and 2 to 4 additional mod sets. I'm using Personal Nightmare, Dystopian Nightmare, and Dark Riders because they sound spooky. So main 1A says setup, put the set aside minion into play and attach the villain to them, overconfident side face up. Put the recruitment camp environment into play and place 2 recruit counters on it. Then we flip. Now, this has a threshold of 8 with a forced interrupt when the stage would be completed. Do these instead. Remove all the threat. As a group, we take indirect equal to the amount here, and then we remove all of those counters. It's really important to deal with this because if you get an advance or something that schemes this out, you're taking a ton of indirect damage. I actually just played a game where I ignored this the entire game, and an advance came up, popped this, and I took 16 indirect damage. That was no fun. Now, the recruitment camp is ambiguous. You can make it whatever it is for the situation you're playing. With Vampire, I see recruitment camp as more of an overnight or an all-night rave where they are just creating a vampire spawn. That's what the recruits are here. They're vampire spawn. Overconfident says they lose minion and gain villain and villainous. They're going to get plus 10 HP because I'm playing expert. And when they would be defeated, reset their health to this amount and then flip this card. This deck is linked down below, except it doesn't have one card that I've added, and that is Blade. You can't fight a vampire without a vampire hunter. Just makes it a little more thematic. Now, attacks with piercing deal double damage to vampire. I could have cheesed that, but I didn't. There is nothing in here with piercing. Force. After he attacks and damages a character, heal all damage from him. If no damage was healed, he gets a tough. So you really have to do some burst damage against vampire or risk all of your work going for nothing. Come on, give me... I'll go ahead and put that in, but I don't need it yet. Really want Alpha Flight. Okay. Cosmic Flight, I haven't been playing, but I will keep it because, again, if he damages me, he heals. So that'll at least prevent 3 damage and prevent me from losing that way. I'll keep Carrier in case I get a triple resource. And I don't need Float Like a Butterfly yet, so I'm going to get rid of that. Draw 3. Upside the Head is nice. Now I wish I had Sonic Rifle is okay. So I think what we do, let's use the Genius for Cosmic Flight. And boy, draw a card. Do 1, 2, 3 for Quinn Carrier. I almost forgot to draw a card with Commander. Let's flip up. Attack for 2. And use Quinn Carrier to play Upside the Head for the Confuse. Let's ready. There's Blade. Another upside the head will also stun. One goes on and two more goes on here. He's attacking for 2 with a boost. So I'm not going to block because I need to make attacks. But let's hope he only gets a scheme or a boost card of 1. 2 plus 0. I'm going to prevent 3 of that damage, so he does not heal. 1 encounter card, Surge, and reveal the top. So 2 more encounter cards. Hunted. I can only get rid of that in Alter Ego, which is fine. And the Kraken. Okay, scary stuff. Let's do 1 for Blade. And I'm going to attack the recruitment camp, take out a bunch of vampire spawn. He won't take consequential, and I'm going to discard that physical so that I don't have to discard him. So he'll take 2 damage, or this will remove 2 counters. He does not take consequential. Now, I do have to decide if I want to attack there or attack here so I can also stun him. I am going to attack for 2 and play upside the head. Because he is confused, now he's also stunned. Let's flip down. I'm going to use Commander to draw a card. Let's put Energy Channel into play and discard a card from my hand to discard this card. Turn the Tide can be really interesting here, because I'll be able to defeat this, turn the Tide to beat the Kraken. Get 1 more card. Okay. 1 goes on. He cannot scheme. He schemes for a 0, and I get 1 encounter card. When revealed, defeat an ally you control and place it face down here. When werewolf would be defeated, discard the ally from under it instead. So this werewolf comes in and eats Blade. I'm going to put it face up just so I remember. So now I have to defeat him twice, basically. So let's start by drawing a card. This actually almost really changes what I do here, because let's flip up. Let's thwart for 2. Also 2 more would have gone on here. I have now removed the last threat from a scheme, so I'm going to play Turn the Tide twice. He's defeated. Deal each friendly character. Oh, when defeated, each friendly character heals 1. I actually did that wrong in my last game. I thought it was each friendly character takes 1 damage. So he's gone. I feel like I need to, well, I don't need that confuse yet. I'm going to need 1 more energy. Let's Let's put 2 on energy channel and pop that to deal 4 to werewolf. Now that actually just knocks this out. And then he's healed all damage. Play the other energy channel. Put 1, 2 on it. And pop it to defeat werewolf. That was super inefficient. I hated doing all that. But let's ready. I'm going to hold on to both of those. Float like a butterfly, but I need to get damage off of here. 1 goes on and 2 more counters go on here. He cannot attack. I get 1 encounter card. Ooh. This should be ready. Uses 3 stakes. You may spend 1 resource of any type to attach this to your identity, otherwise discard it. So I'm going to spend Quinn Carrier to attach this to me. I now have 3 stake counters, which have piercing, and gives me +1 attack when I remove a stake counter. So that's very good. Even at taking out Vampire Spawn, because it gives me +1 attack. But if I deal 3 to him, that's actually dealing 6 because I'll have piercing. That's something to consider. I'm not going to do it just yet. I'm going to attack here, and actually I am going to use a counter. Attack there for 3 with piercing, so I take 3 off of there. And then I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3. One of which was physical for a concussive blow. That's going to confuse and deal 3 damage. I'm also not in any super hurry to defeat him just because he gets steady when this flips over. Because I am playing on expert, he'll gain steady. So with him confused, let's go down and draw a card. I get a strength, which I'll go ahead and play Float Like a Butterfly. Let's ready and draw 6. Dazzler is nice. Spider-Woman is nice. Upside the Head is nice. Actually, this is real nice because I can play both of these, although I don't need to play both. 1 goes on, so this goes up to 5. He cannot scheme. And place 4 on each side scheme or discard until we get a side scheme. There are not a lot of side schemes in here, and the ones that are suck a little bit. Oh, that's actually not terrible. That only has 3 and would confuse me when I defeat it. Okay, so let's use Commander to draw a card. There's Alpha Flight. I've been waiting for that. Choose Crisis Interdiction to play Alpha Flight. Problem is I don't have anything I want to discard. So let's do 3 for Spider-Woman who confuses. And she will take 2 off of here. I'll flip up. Attack here for 3. For 2, remove a counter. It's 3 with piercing, so that actually deals 6, 7 because of Float Like a Butterfly. All right, now I have 2 damage left. Oh, and spend 1 for Upside the Head. Confused, now also stunned. Like I said, I'm not in any big hurry to defeat here because he's going to gain steady and those are going to come off anyway. So I'd rather use that stun while I can and defeat him on the next turn. So let's just ready. Now I've got 2 confuses, although I can't pay for both, that can help me after he's steady. 1 goes on, so 2 goes on. I'm doing it again, though. I'm ignoring this. He cannot attack. And now I hope he still doesn't attack. Dark Riders. This has 3. Each Dark Rider's minion gains toughness. When revealed, discard until I get a Dark Rider. Okay, there's Gauntlet with 5 hit points. And a tough because of this. So Bandolier of Stakes can help me defeat him. So what do I do? I hate not using my Bandolier of Stakes against Vampire. But if another Dark Rider comes out, that one is going to activate against me. So let's start with 3 for Professor X. Nope. Nope. Not 3 for Professor X. Don't need the Confuse yet. Oh, I might need the Confuse, so let's hold on to that. Let's have her attack, which defeats him. This flips. He resets to 6. He gets 12 more. He now has Retaliate and Steady. So now do I play Professor X or do I play Dazzler? I think I do 1, 2, 3 for Dazzler, who confuses. Gets me the full confuse. I attack here, remove this stake counter so that it's piercing. That's 3 with piercing. And Dazzler knocks him out. Did I flip up this turn? No, I flipped up last turn. This gets discarded to there. Spider-Woman is knocked out. So let's flip down. Draw a card. Ooh, Cypher is so good. I'm going to discard Cosmic Flight to Alpha Flight to draw 2 cards. I don't need either of those really, so Cypher can come in. Oh, he's got Retaliate 1, so if I use him once, I knock him out. So I will have Cypher get rid of this. That confuses me when defeated. And that'll be it. 1, I get an encounter card. Chamber is nice. Although he's getting ready to lose his confuse. 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1 goes on, so 2 goes on. He is confused. You get 2 encounter cards. Advance stinks here. He's scheming for 3. There is a ton of damage on there. 3. Oh, only 3. So this is 7 of 8. But boost, I am confused. I'm already confused, so that's fine. Dodged a bullet there. 1 encounter card. This surges. Mojo's File. Each minion gains Quick Strike, and this is going to surge into Tusk, who now has Quick Strike and a Tough. He's got Quick Strike, but I'm in Alter Ego, so he is not going to attack me. All right. Fun times. This is a really difficult mix, I think. I really liked this one. So let's draw a card with Commander. Let's Alpha Flight. I don't want to Alpha Flight Chamber because I might get a triple. Same with Professor X. Let's Alpha Flight the Crisis Interdiction to draw 2. I might... Three for Professor X, who confuses. And he's going to clear this. I'm going to flip up. Four for Chamber. He's going to thwart 2. Dazzler is going to thwart 2. And I'm going to thwart to knock off my Confuse. Dazzler is going to knock out Cypher. So I should have used Cypher to knock off his Tough. And then I could play Chamber. Little takesies backsies there. Not looking good for our hero. Tusk is going to stun me. One goes on, so 2 goes on. This is getting to be too big as well. He's attacking, and Professor X will block. That is 2, 3, 4. He's gone. He did attack and damage a character, so he would heal, but since he can't heal, he gets it tough. Tusk attacks, and after he attacks me, I'm stunned. So Dazzler is going to block that, taking 2. I get 1 encounter card. Of course, that is a minion. He's going to quick strike me for 2. After he damages you, deal 1 to each character I control. So I take 1 more, and he takes 1 more. I hate wasting a Photonic Blast on a minion, but 3 for Photonic Blast deals 5, draws me a card. 1, 2, 3. For Sonic Rifle, I'll use 1 counter to confuse. It's full confused. And we clear the threat. Just flip down. Oh, before I flip down, energy to draw a card. Oh, there's an upside the head. I'm just exhausted. I've exhausted to thwart. So let's flip down. We'll use Commander to draw a card. I'm going to use Alpha Flight. What do I dump, though? I don't dump any of those. Put an energy channel down and put 2 energy counters on it. And let's ready. Okay, 1 counter goes on, which means 2 more here. That is getting humongous again. Let's replace these. Let's make all these green. He cannot scheme. I get 1 encounter card. Shadow of the Past. Why not? Why not go ahead and throw Yanrog in here as well? And shuffle these into a thin deck. Fun times. Okay. Well, I don't want to waste this either. Let's use that last counter to half confuse. Now I've got to watch back in editing. I don't remember if he had 1 confuse when I shot that last one off or not. I just can't remember. Draw a card. Alpha Flight. I mean, I love Blade, but he will turn into 2 cards. There's a triple. Triple means I can play Photonic Blast to beat him. So let's flip up. I'm going to use an energy to heal 1 and draw a card. Double is nice as well. Okay. Let's triple for Photonic Blast to defeat him. It also draws me a card. So another Photonic Blast. I need to get rid of this, though. So I'm going to use that double for arrows. I don't have any minions to... Don't have any minions. So he's going to thwart 2. I'm going to thwart 2. And when I clear that, I'm going to turn the tide to knock off the tough. Doing that gives me a retaliate. And I can't... I would like to put at least 1 damage on him, though. Let's do 3, one of which is physical for concussive. That confuses, so for the full confuse and deals 3 damage, of course, it comes with a retaliate. We're going to stay up, and I will use upside the head next time. One goes on. It's up to 15 damage right now. He is attacking for 3, and we are going to have arrows block. That's 3. I am stunned, of course. Stunned means that I can't use my upside the head. He's defeated, and because he damaged an enemy, or because he attacked and damaged, he heals. 1 encounter card, Evil Doppelganger, who is a 3/3 at the moment. Energy to heal 1 and draw a card. Alpha Flight, I'm going to turn that Concussive Blow into another card. Cosmic Flight is not bad here. let's use 2 for Crisis Interdiction to clear that. Boy, I wish I could use my Upside the Head. That one's going to end up scheming for big, depending on how many cards I have in my hand that are identity specific. Let's just flip down and draw a card. Well, there's Cosmic Flight, but if I play Cosmic Flight, I lose those 2 Upside the Head. So let's keep everything and just draw 2. Oh, and I still get an encounter card. So I've got 3 in my hand, so that one's going to scheme for 4. 1 goes on, so 2 more counters. He cannot scheme. This one schemes for 4, and I get 2 encounter cards. That surges. This has 1, but gets 1 additional for each card in hand. So this goes up to 7. And this one, discard each energy resource in my hand. Well, there's that. There's Cosmic Flight. The only reason I actually stayed down was Cosmic Flight. Okay, so we're going to draw a card. Oops. Draw a card with Commander. Those 2 I just discarded will be... So I know it was Cosmic Flight. I'm going to say Crisis Interdiction. I don't know what the other was, because this should have shuffled before those went into discard. So I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to turn my helmet into 2 cards. I'm still stunned, though. Let's flip up and... energy to heal 1 and draw a card. Two, 4, still has 3. Unless I can deal 18 damage, which I cannot. This guy's going to hurt. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Nope. Let's attack to clear my stun. And do 3 for a Photonic Blast. Deals 5. I did not use energy to pay for that, so I don't get to draw a card. Oops. 1, 2, 3 for a Sonic Rifle. And we are gonna go ahead and fire that off for a half stun. I also think I should deal some damage to him just so he doesn't get a tough. But I hate to waste energy channel for 4 damage, which is going to get healed anyway. I think we just let him get his tough. One goes on, so 2 more go on here. He is attacking for 3, and I'm just going to take it. 3, and if it's undefended, I put another one on the attack. So I put another one on the main. So I take 3, I put 1 more on the main, and if this pops, I lose the game. I get an encounter card. I should have another encounter card from decking out. And I get a 3rd encounter card from this. So Fool's Paradise sucks. Caught Off Guard makes me discard something. Oh, let's get rid of Float Like a Butterfly. And he advances. So he schemes for 3, 4. This goes up to 11 of 8. So when this stage would be completed, do the following instead. Remove all threat. As a group, we take 19 damage, and then those are removed. So I take 7, and there's 12 more damage floating around. This actually was quite the nightmare. And I am going to retool this deck and play it a little bit differently the next time I play it, but this was actually a really fun encounter using my legacy rules, because these mod sets added up to just a really hard encounter against Vampire. He sent 19 of his vampire spawns out at me, and that is huge. Of course, I could have mitigated that by attacking there, but there's enough pressure here that it makes it tough to do that. So let me know what you think in the comments. Please check out Legacy. Like I said, it is linked in the description. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a marvelous day.